This is Hello Channel. Welcome to Come With Me. Today, we're going to the racetrack. This little race car is so much fun. It's called a Lotus, and it was made in England. For a race car, it doesn't weigh very much. This Lotus weighs about 1,100 pounds or 450 kilos. Once you get racing on the track in this Lotus, you will not want to stop. This is the engine. These are the carburetors. These are the air filters. This engine is a 4-cylinder motor. It has 16 valves, 4 valves per cylinder. It produces about 200 horsepower. This is the front of the car. Notice the wide tires. These are special slicks designed for racing. These slicks provide good traction for high-speed driving. These are the headlights. These are the shock absorbers and springs. Inside the nose of the car, you can see the radiator. You can also see the radiator fan. This keeps the car cool on hot days. These are the wheels, or rims. They are made of lightweight metal alloy. These are the lug nuts. The lug nuts keep the wheels on the car. This car has 4 lug nuts for each wheel. This is the fender. This is the rear light. It has the brake light, the driving light, and the turn signal. This is the reverse light. This is the filler cap. The filler cap is where you put fuel in the car. This car runs on high-octane gasoline. This is the Lotus emblem. Lotus cars are manufactured in England. England is part of the British Isles. Lotus is famous for constructing very light cars that are very fast. Here is another view of the engine. Notice the exhaust pipes. There are 4, 1 for each cylinder. Each cylinder has 1 piston and 4 valves. 2 of the 4 valves are for fuel intake. The other 2 are for exhaust. This is the oil filler cap. Oil filler cap. Now we are in the cockpit. Cockpit. The cockpit is also called the driver's seat. Driver's seat. This is the steering wheel. Steering wheel. This is the speedometer. Speedometer. The speedometer tells us how fast we are traveling. The speedometer measures the miles per hour traveled or the kilometers per hour traveled. This is the tachometer. Tachometer. The tachometer indicates how fast the engine is spinning. The tachometer reflects the engine's revolutions per minute, or RPM. This is the key. Key. The key starts the ignition. The ignition is the electricity that runs the car. This is the gas pedal. Gas pedal. The gas pedal accelerates the engine. This is the brake pedal. Brake pedal. The brake pedal slows the car. This is the clutch pedal. Clutch pedal. The clutch disengages or separates the engine from the transmission. The clutch is used to shift gears. This car has 7 gears, 6 forward gears, and 1 reverse gear. Are you ready? Now let's go out on the track. Now we're with the driver on the track. Notice the windshield and the rear view mirror. Windshield. The windshield blocks the wind and also protects the driver from small rocks and bugs. This is the rear view mirror. It allows the driver to see behind the car. This is very important on the track with many different types of cars. This is the fuel gauge. Fuel gauge. It indicates how much fuel is in the fuel tank. This car holds about 8 gallons of fuel, or about 32 liters. This is the oil pressure gauge. Oil pressure gauge. This gauge indicates how much oil pressure the engine has. Oil pressure is measured in pounds per square inch. This is the water temperature gauge. Water temperature gauge. This gauge indicates how hot the engine is running. This driver is wearing a helmet. A helmet. Also, a protective racing suit, and protective racing gloves, racing gloves. The suit and gloves are designed to protect the driver in case of fire. This silver knob is the shift lever. Shift lever. This lever changes the gears in the transmission. Lotus is followed on the track by a Porsche, then a Corvette, then another Porsche. Porsches are made in Germany. Corvettes are made in the United States. The bar behind the driver is called a roll bar. Roll bar. A roll bar is designed to protect the driver in an accident or crash which causes the car to roll over. This driver has a protective visor on his helmet and is also using sunglasses. Look at the camera mounted on the roll bar. Now the Lotus is behind a white Porsche with a black convertible top. Now it's my turn. I'm going to climb into this little Lotus. My first Lotus ride. Here we go. Notice that I'm also wearing a helmet for protection. This car is very powerful and very fast. He was going to take me on a spin. He was not kidding. That was a great ride. Thank you.